What's up, everybody? I see that you guys have decided to come tune in another episode of I Got Some Shit to Say. So, of course, when I say we, I got my infamous co-host, Big Sydney.
What's up, y'all? I'm back. Make sure y'all follow me. I already put the ad, but yeah, Sydney Alexis on all social platforms, and I'm ready to talk some shit.
Period. Okay, so today's episode, we're going to really dive into, is your partner's opposite sex friend really their friend? We're just going to cheers to that and get into the episode, okay? Cheers. And we're going to take a shot.
Well, we have a shot, too.
So we're going to also take a shot because this
Tell
is
them
a
what
real...
we drinking, though. What are we drinking?
So we have...
It's good.
A little strawberry lemon
Ooh,
drop.
AKA look to your bartender, y'all.
A strawberry lemon drop or whatever. Just something slight, you know.
Sugar rim.
With a little sugar rim on the side. And then we got a little lemon drop shot.
Yeah.
So, cheers to that. So now we're going to start off with an icebreaker. I like to call this game friend or foe. So I'm going to give you situations.
Okay.
And you're going to basically say if you think that's more of a friend or a foe. Okay, so friend or foe. You found out that your partner's opposite sex close friend is giving them advice on your relationship.
I would need to hear the advice.
You got to choose one.
I'll say friend foe.
No, you got to choose one. You got to choose one.
Friend foe.
You have to choose one, friend or foe. You had to just choose an overall answer.
Foe.
Okay. Okay. Should I say my answers too?
Yeah.
I am going to say friend only because I've given advice to guy friends.
And that's how I'm trying to look
but
at it.
you know, we don't got to agree on everything. You might think that's
I know, but like I'm thinking of it depends on the friend.
It depends on the
situation.
situation.
Because I've been in situations where I trusted it,
But
and
just
somewhere I'm like, no.
Let's not think too deep. We're just going to go based off of just a scenario. So off that scenario, you say friend or foe.
I'll say friend.
Yeah, I'll say friend too.
Because it could be genuine coming from a girl perspective to my man.
Okay, you find out that your partner's opposite sex close friend or best friend, you find them giving your partner a long emotional hug after a stressful situation.
Faux, fuckity faux. Faux. You faux ass bitch, faux.
She didn't even let me finish.
Faux.
Yeah, a long emotional hug is crazy.
Are you nuts?
That's
what I'm
crazy.
Here for. No,
I'm going to agree with her on that one. Faux.
You faux ho.
Okay, last one. All right. You find out that your partner's opposite sex best friend, you don't find out, but every time you're around them, they're always texting, they're always FaceTiming, like they talk a lot. Like
faux.
Your eye.
Faux.
Okay. I'm gonna say faux too because bitch, why the fuck are you on the phone with another bitch for that long?
It gets to a point, like you said, like with your friends, like when they get in a relationship, you kind of limit how much you talk to them on a certain level. Y'all should not be.
Definitely.
I'm not even gonna get into it.
Definitely. All right, so that's just our little icebreaker. So now we're gonna dive into the topic of can men and women of opposite sex really just be friends?
Yeah.
Let's talk into the platonic vibes of it, the non-platonic vibes, all of that type of, juiciness. And then not only can men and women just be friends, can your opposite sex partner have a male or female close, partner? But for us, it's obviously going to be female because we're not gay.
For sure.
All right, so let's dive into it. Can men and women really just be friends?
Definitely. I've seen it, like actually dating someone that has like a genuine girl best friend, basically. And then I've witnessed being like, okay, I'm not even best friend stuff, but just genuine friends. Like I have guy friends that I'm genuinely just friends with, nothing more and nothing less. Like you wouldn't have to worry about me doing nothing. Like you know what I'm trying to say. Like
do you feel like
nothing like that?
Yeah. Do you feel like people that are close with their guy or girlfriends, there's always some type of underlying attractiveness?
I low-key think sometimes it could be like that, but not in every single case. I bet you maybe sometimes, like I feel like maybe from the jump, depending on like how attractive the girl may be or how attractive the guy may be, maybe like in the beginning, like, oh shit, she cool, but then they see like it's just friendly vibes, oh shit, let me just cut it off. Like some guys are good at that. And then there's some who try to confess their feelings later on. You're like, bro.
No, that's annoying.
Why couldn't we just be friends? Why can't we just be cool? But, I think technically it can just be like sometimes it's not always that case where it's underlying, like they low-key got feelings. But then again, there's some that are like that.
Yeah, like for me,
tell.
for me, it's prime. I can.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
attracted
know.
to not one of any of my homeboys. I don't even see me. I'm different. Me, you talk
Right.
about this all the
You
time.
don't
I don't
even
even
call
call
them
my
best
homeboys best friends. I
Right.
feel like we're way too old to be me walking around like, oh, that's my best friend, my bestie. No,
Not
that's my
doing that.
brother. That's my homeboy. That's my friend. Like, I don't
That
consider
part.
any of my close guy friends as homeboys. And I have a lot more guy friends than I have female friends. Well, now it's kind of even, but I've always had way more guy friends than I've had female friends. So I've always had that, like, look. I know people probably look at the situation like, oh, she probably definitely did something with one of them before.
I already
she
know
probably
folks probably
whatever.
look at it like that, but it's like,
Absolutely
if you know
not.
deep down, we is not on that. Like, absolutely not. And I know how you feel too. Like, I think younger, because I have a guy friend group. Younger, I would be like, oh, that's like our guy best friend group. I don't even say the best friend part anymore, because it's not like we speak every single day. It's not like we're always doing stuff together all the time. I literally just refer to them as just my guy friend group. Point blank, just leave it at that. And then outside of them, there's a whole lot of other friends. I'm not going to name drop, but there's so many other people I'm just genuinely just cool with. Just guys. Like, we just cool. It'll never be nothing more than that. We just cool. Well, and it's just my friends.
Okay, well, how do you handle it?
If having a partner?
Yeah, no, not with having a partner. Say you're close with a guy. I've never been in this situation. Say, like, you have a homeboy you're close with or whatever. Have you ever, like, how would you deal with a situation where you're with a close guy friend and they just randomly confess their feelings for you?
I actually low-key not experienced that once, but I've had someone who I was real cool with, like years ago. I'm talking like probably high school. Had to like said it like that to me before,
so
and
awkward.
I was like, ooh. I was like, no, we're just friends. No, like they basically just kind of said like, you know, I'm real cool. Like, I'm so pretty and this, and I was like, no,
I don't like
say
you
that
like
things,
that.
but like I've never really looked at you like that. I don't want to. Like, I'm real good at genuinely no, cut that shit off. So. I don't know. Hopefully, I pray to all my guy friends who are watching this. Y'all don't ever confess your feelings to me, because I promise I don't want you. Sorry, and you'll never have a chance. Sorry. Like, no.
Yeah, my guy friends, I don't even think I'm going to just look at you in the straight face.
Y'all already know what's up. Absolutely not.
Okay, now, have you ever been in a situation with your significant, have you ever been with your significant other and they had a girl best friend, like you hung out with them before, where it's like you, your significant other, and their friend that's an opposite sex?
I don't think I have. I don't think like we've actually like done something like linked or nothing like that. But I'm gonna say no, because I can't really remember right now. I don't think so.
Yeah. Well,
luckily.
I'm gonna say I have been in multiple situations where I've had like my partner has close female friends and we've all hung out. And I will say that's the only time I probably felt comfortable, like being physically right there. Yeah, it's like being physically right there and knowing, like, okay, I actually can see the relationship for myself.
Right.
That's the only time I've ever been in a situation where I'm actually okay with it. But like, anytime he used to like tell me about like his close friends, or whatever, it's like always. I think that's a female thing though. It always just raises the intent in my head, like, why the fuck this bitch want to be so close with you?
Right. No, I feel that too. But then sometimes my overthinking mind, like, I hope we talk about that one day, like being an overthinker and being in a relationship, it's such a bad combo. I always think like, folks be real funny. They know how to turn that shit on and off. Like, what if when I come around and you're with your girlfriends, like close girlfriends or whatever around you, they know how to turn that shit on and off. Like they know I'm right there, so they know how to, you know, keep it platonic, keep it all cool. I'm like, what if y'all really just doing this for show? Like, what if y'all just doing that? Bitches know how to act. Like,
bitches will see play the fucking role. I've never personally been in that position.
Exactly. We're some genuine.
If you weren't best friends before
I
came into the picture. Bitch, you're not best friends after.
No, you missed your opportunity. I'm so sorry.
No, that's one thing I will completely stand for. That's where I cross the line.
Because you know what I think about? How often do you see your mom having a guy best friend or your dad having a guy best friend? I'll wait. I'll put some crickets. Because I know Debbie and Chris, my parents don't have a girl or guy best friend, and I will be the same way when I'm their age.
Imagine being married to
what?
something. I'm gonna go to my guy best friend's house.
Like, why are we still saying best friend?
That's what I'm
close
saying.
friend. I don't care what it is.
Best
your
friend
close friend should be a girl if you're a woman, and your close friend should be a guy if you're a man. When you're like in a marriage, like married, there's
being close. Talking
there's
about my
no
best
reason.
friend, my best friend. I don't like that. I don't like that. And I feel like some girls need to learn to respect that. Like, I feel like in certain situations when you know somebody has a boyfriend, what's it called?
Significant other
or whatever.
Keep your distance.
You definitely, like, you can be cool with your friend and say you have a good relationship, but all that hanging out unnecessary, like, wait, let them initiate it. Don't be the one that's overly initiating hanging out with them. Don't be FaceTiming them randomly. You know, they got that girl. Like, when my homeboys finally get, because I'm waiting for y'all to get some fucking girlfriends so I can finally have some vibes to vibe with.
Right.
But when my homeboys finally get girlfriends, like, you think I'm going to be calling Dorian every day? Like, what are you doing?
No.
Blah, blah. No, I'm not going to be doing that because it's out of respect. And I feel like some girls just don't have that respect.
They
like,
don't.
It's certain boundaries that you just need to not cross so that it don't seem like that.
Linking, going on best friend date. Don't
best friend dates?
Best friend dates, you have absolutely lost your rabbit ass mind.
Bitch.
If you think, if my man thinks, if he even has a girl best friend, I don't even think he does. And babe, if you watching this, you better tell me today, because why you ain't been told me you had a girl best friend, but he doesn't, as far as I know. But anyways, if you were to say, my best friend, whatever her name is, want to go hang out and go get food. Oh, I'm coming too? She want to meet me or something?
And
like, y'all aren't going on your own. Excuse me?
And then at that point, it's going to be awkward. So
unless it's a
all
group.
The plans are canceled.
Everything's canceled. Because why am I not there?
And that leads into the last question I have.
Okay.
Do we trust, and this is a question for both of us, do you trust, do I trust, do we trust our partners? Or are we okay with them having a best friend, a girl best friend, and how close is too close? So I trust. 2 questions. Yeah. Okay. Do you trust them, and how close is too close?
I trust it, yes, because I personally feel like I don't like bringing trust issues in from like my past to my current unless you give me a reason to. So like, just because I have trust issues from my past relationship doesn't mean I'm gonna just come in and be like, I don't trust him. No, like you're gonna have to give me a reason to, and then that's when the trust issues really start. So I'll say yes, I can trust it if I get a good enough, background history about how close y'all been friends, how long y'all been friends, what the relationship really is. Like, hopefully, if they have I need a whole resume. I need to meet her in person. I need to know that y'all aren't talking like so frequently, like y'all best friends to the point where y'all FaceTime and linking all the time. Like, that's when I start to not trust it. If y'all aren't speaking as much, she don't be reaching out for real unless you reach out, I'm not gonna have any problem with it. But when I think it's too much is if like she just randomly FaceTiming and you're answering, or she wants to go out with you and like not and try to include me at least to make me feel a little bit better. Or even if she did want me to come every single time, I'm be like, can she go get a man? Why she got like?
Yeah, I feel like
no.
Literally, I'm okay with you having a close friend. Don't call her your best friend.
Yeah,
that's
point blank. Period. Stop with that best friend shit. Yeah. I barely even want to hear sister. Yeah, if it's not your blood sister. But you know what? I'd rather hear that than saying that's my best friend.
Yeah, no, so like that's the first line I draw.
That's over.
Don't call the bitch your best friend or anything, or more than your friend. That's all she is your friend. I don't care how close y'all are. That's the first thing. And then 2, I feel like too close to me is when I personally feel like it's too close when you start to affect my relationship.
Absolutely.
Like if y'all hanging out or you putting certain things in his ear to make him think ways about me, or think, maybe she
giving your unasked for input.
That's when it's too close, because now you affecting our relationship. I have no problem with y'all being friends, but what you're not finna do is let whatever the fuck you're thinking trickle into my relationship.
Right.
And now you got
please
your best friend.
Ear.
Fuck your best friend.
Literally.
Fuck your best friend.
Are you dating me or are you dating her? Like, which one? You gotta.
No, literally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But no, I feel like that's a good way to like kind of talk about the whole best friend thing. Because I feel like girls don't have boundaries, and I feel like it's more so the girl you have to be worried about in those situations than the nigga, because niggas are easy. They're going to go for whatever.
You niggas are easy. Y'all are easy. You're easy. You're easy. You're easy. Like, period. I don't know if y'all think that. Y'all are so easy. Y'all will go.
They're going to go for anything. So it's like, I can't even give too much expectations to a nigga. But a female to be best friends with a man and know he has a girlfriend,
crazy.
You need to be very cautious of how you move. Like, don't do too much. Because like I said, I have hella homeboys. Right. And I don't do nothing too much with them. And they've had little girlfriends in the past and shit like that. And I've always been like, where's your girlfriend? I want to meet her. I want to be cool around her, because I don't want no girl to ever look at me.
I don't want y'all thinking I'm that for exact. No,
absolutely not. So I feel like what would be funny is that's a girl's perspective, obviously, on how we feel about this. But I really want to get some guys' perspective. So we're going to get a little juicy. So I'm going to call some of my guy best friends, as people would call it. But I don't call them my best friends. These are my homeboys. I'm going to call some of my homeboys brothers. Hopefully they answer. And we're gonna see what the fuck we're gonna see what they feel about their girlfriends having guy best friends, as like, see if we just tripping. Maybe it's just a girl thing. I don't know. All right, so let's start. I got my little iPad. So let's start with first homeboy. Hopefully y'all can hear him on the mic. Hello.
Hello, Corey.
I have a question.
What's the question, Corey?
If you were...
Hi, Corey.
Hey, Elias.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, I got my dad right here.
Oh, perfect. I need your dad to be right there. That's actually perfect. I got 2 questions. I got a question to ask both of them. Dorian, you answer first. How would you feel if you had a girlfriend? How do you feel about her having like a guy best friend?
if they was best friends before me, I ain't tripping.
So like, if they become best friends after, that's when it's a problem.
Nah, hell no.
So why?
That's just awkward. Is he gay?
Wait, you with D-Lo too?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, next person, next phone person, give them the phone. Elo, how you feel about your bitch having a girl, a guy best friend?
No.
He said no.
Unless he on some gay shit. Only cause like I know how that shit can turn out, and it's like.
So you feel like every nigga that got is close with a like has a girl best friend trying to fuck?
Every nigga, but like Dorian said, if it's like on some like childhood friend shit, okay, cool. But like if you like on some like let me get cool with this nigga calling my best friend at this stage, fuck no.
Yeah.
Okay, understandable. And D-Lo?
Nah, I ain't going for that.
Is everybody saying no?
Nah.
Like, it ain't no. I mean, childhood friends. Yeah, it's just y'all niggas gonna have to reconnect. You know. You feel me? I mean, shit. But other than that, nah. I mean, nah. Hell no, because it's just like, what y'all gonna sit up there and talk about me? Hold on, what you gonna sit up there and talk about a real nigga all day? You feel me? Or you go? No, you gotta think about it.
If it's a relationship like how we all got, then I'm cool with that.
If it gotta be genuine though. Like if I feel like that shit forced though, it's gonna be like, like the over.
Okay, well I'm glad all three y'all was together because I just needed 3 guys' perspectives for that, and that was y'all all said
no.
Okay.
And then you feel me, like niggas do bitch shit like that, bro.
But like I said, I'm not tripping. I can.
No, listen. You don't want me having a best friend, but you want a best friend.
No.
Y'all best friends, but you got
Okay. So, thank you guys.
Do you feel like it's appropriate for like y'all to be chilling at each other's house?
We do that, so. But no, y'all were just a segment for my my podcast.
Listen,
Look. I just needed y'all to answer because y'all are part of this episode. So y'all's little yeah. So y'all were just I needed a FaceTime call. Okay. Go back. All right. Well, guys.
Well,
All right. Well, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it from us. Y'all heard it from them. I don't think best friends with significant others.
at this age, at 25, don't be bringing out no best friends. Point blank. If y'all weren't friends since 5 years or younger, like diapers age, the fuck, yeah, no.
And if you are gonna have a close friend, I don't think you should be walking around talking about bestie. Just be close and keep it and let that show.
Right.
Y'all's
Just be
relationship
mindful.
should show, but be mindful at all times. Because I feel like, well, we just learned, nobody's okay with that shit.
It's not. Like, it's basically on some shit like.
It's burnt out.
And if you do have it, I just think it's best if you're going into something new, let that be known from the jump, and don't let that come in like later down the line talking about 8 months in. Oh, that's my girl best friend. Who?
No, she's not.
We've been together for 8
not.
months, and you talking about who? Yo, girl best friend? What you talking about? Like, excuse me? So
No,
let
not.
that shit be known from the jump. That's
And
what I think.
females too. I will say this:
Be respectful.
you have homeboys that are close with you, or you consider your best friends. You heard. I have a lot of homeboys, but you heard what they just said. AK, you different. Cause none of them
They
ain't
know
never
what's
tried
wrong.
me. They ain't never looked at me no type of way. Ain't never been nothing but more than literal brother sister type
Literally.
of friendship vibes. That's literally it. And none of us walk around on some brother, sister, best friend,
my
Elo,
brother.
D-Lo, Dorian. That's what the fuck I call them. That's what their
or
names
bitch,
are.
or nigga,
Or
the
bitch,
fuck,
nigga,
dumb
anything,
asshole.
whatever. Like, that's it. Like, if you can't talk to your homeboys like that, then that's not really your homeboy.
That part.
That's what I'm basically trying to get at. So
That part.
that wraps up our second episode. Oh my God. So you guys know, as we keep diving more and deeper, each episode is going to keep getting more and more interesting because we got a lot of shit to say. So this next one, I really want to dive into how these friends and, bitches be fake as hell and they really don't be your friends for real. But we're going to say that for the next episode. So tune in and cheers. Thanks for tuning in with us.
Bye.
That's a fucking wrap!